Hello my dear children. So this is our first class. To see chemistry, the lesson matter in our surroundings. Okay. Since early times, they are all, that is in the olden times, the people they want to learn, that they want to know about the things which are all the surrounding around themselves. Okay. So they are trying to know what is matter and what are the things it is around themselves. Okay, so that is so many things. Okay, they are walking. While walking, the air is blowing fast or air is blowing backside. We are pushing the air and we are moving in front. Okay, so that is the force. So many things they want to know and they want to understand. Okay, so after so many years, we found out so many things. What and all it is present in around us. Is it right? So in olden days, they want to know what are the things which it is around themselves. Okay. So that is after some days, after some times, that is later on, the Indian philosophers, okay, the ancient philosophers, they gave the word, that is what are the matter. They understood how to give explanation of the matter, that is Panch Tattva. The word is Panch Tattva. So the word inside itself, it is a meaning. What is meant by Panch Tattva? Panch means five. Okay, so five things it is around us. They told, that is what are the five things. Okay, so air, earth, water, fire and sky. Okay, so these are the five words. It is given by the ancient philosophers: air, earth, water, fire and sky. Okay, this is the matter which is around us. Is it right, children? So let us learn about what are the matters around us, that is in our surroundings. Okay, in this lesson. So air, earth, water, fire and sky. So we are seeing like this. So and according to this five things, it is included living things and non-living things. Living things and non-living things. Living things and non-living things. Okay. So in olden times, they want to know about these and all. Okay. And after later on, that is the ancient philosophers, they gave Panch Tattva. So what does mean by Panch Tattva? What are all included in this Panch Tattva? So that is air, earth, water, fire and sky. Okay, so in these things, living based on the living things and non-living things. So here we are saying it is a living beings. Okay, it is included the living beings, that is human beings. Okay, so living beings. So whatever we are surviving, that is we are there in the earth based on the air, water, fire and sky. Okay, so these are the five things which is in our surroundings. Okay, so these are all the things. These things are mainly, we are saying, in as classified into living beings and non-living beings. Understood? And these things we are saying based on the matter. Okay, so what does mean by matter? So it is a matter which will be the form of all the things. Okay, so that is nowadays the scientists develop a type of matter. Okay, the classification of matter, the types of classification of matter, that is physical things and chemical things. That is based on the physical properties and chemical properties. You all know what are physical properties and what are chemical properties. Physical properties means there is no change in their original things. Okay, that is physical properties. That is hardness or softness or how the is the shape of that, and how we are taking in that. Okay, so there is no changes in the shape or the characters. These are all physical things, and chemical things means it should react with one another and give a new substances, new things. Okay, that is a chemical things. So nowadays the scientists, they are all changes, that is giving that is classification by the two things, okay, of the matter. Okay, so what is mean by matter first? Matter is a small thing. Okay, it is made up of atoms. So many small things, it is made up of atoms. So this is the physical properties. Okay, so now let us see matters, physical properties of matter. Physical properties of matter and chemical properties of matter. So what are the characteristics of matter? Okay, so let us see first physical properties of matter. Physical properties of matter. So what are the physical properties of matter? So matter is a small thing. Okay, so matter is made up of particles. Matter is made up of particles. Okay, so we are saying it is a matter. Okay, so it is a chalk piece. Okay, so in this chalk piece, it is so many small particles are there. Okay, so particles, the powder. Okay, so that particles are made up of a chalk piece. So chalk piece is said to be a matter. Okay, so we are taking any other particles, matter. We are taking a water. Is it right? So in that water, we are taking molecules. What are the molecules? What are the elements which is present in that? Okay, so small water molecules are there. In that water molecule, that is elements which is present, hydrogen and oxygen. So what are the elements which is present in the water? So that is hydrogen and oxygen in the form of ratio. Okay, so that is, we are taking any matters. Okay, in that the particles are present. Okay, how the particles may be. Okay, what is the second property of physical property of matter? How the particle it should be. That is very too small. Okay, particles of matter are very too small. Okay, particles of matter are too small. Too means it is very small. We can't see with our naked eyes. Okay, we can't see with our naked eyes. Okay, so matter is made up of particles. I told you the example of chalk piece. Okay, so in the chalk piece it is made up of so many particles. That particles we can say it is a atoms. Okay, so it is made up of an atoms. Okay, matter is made up of an atoms. The particles, there is so many particles are there. That is, we can say it is a atoms. Okay, so understood. So we are taking, that is, it is a chalk piece or sugar or salt. We are taking any matter. There is a made up of so many particles. Matter is made up of particles. So we are taking a salt. Okay, so in that salt, that is made up of particles. Is it right? So I told you one more example, that is water. Water is also made up of particles. Okay, then move on to how small it is the particles. Okay, particles of matter are too small. Okay, how small it is? Okay, we can see that is, we are taking a water. In that we are dissolving a salt in water. We are dissolving the salt in water. We can't see the salt after dissolving in the water. So how small it is, we can't see with our naked eyes. Okay, after dissolving salt in the water, so the salt molecules we can't see with our naked eyes. So the very small particles, it should be mixed with the water. Okay, naked eyes. So too small. Okay. So one more example I am taking, that is we are taking a perfume. Okay. We are using a perfume. So in that perfume, so many molecules are there. Okay. We are smelling it. So it mixes with air. It mixes with air. The smell should be slowly decreased. The smell is slowly decreased because of that molecules. The perfume molecules are mixed with air. That is, the gas molecules are mixed with air. Okay, so these are all the physical properties of matter. What are the physical properties of matter? That is, particles of matter is made up of particles. So what is the physical properties of matter? Matter is made up of particles. That particles of matter are too small. How it is means we can't see with our naked eyes. The example is mixing salt with water, or we are using perfume. The smell of perfume is decreasing. It is mixing with the air. Is it right? Okay. Then one more example. It is given in your textbook, that is potassium permanganate crystals. Okay. Potassium permanganate crystals. It is a color crystal. That is, it is in the color of pink. Okay, pink color crystals. We are taking that pink color crystals, we are dissolving it into a 10 ml of water. Is it right? Understood, children? We are taking that pink color of potassium permanganate crystals, we are dissolving it into 10 ml of water. Okay, so in that 10 ml, we are reducing 2 ml of water. That we are taking 2 ml of water, that pink color solution, into that 2 ml of water, we are mixing into the 10 ml of clear water. Okay, so now the color of that 2 ml of water solution should be reduced. That is, we can't see the pale pink color of that solution. So we are doing the same in the another processes. That is, we are taking 2 ml in this and we are taking it to another beaker, and we are doing the same processes. The pink color should be decreases. We can't see the pink color of that solution. So understood, children? So we are taking one beaker. Okay. So in this 10 ml of water. Okay. So potassium permanganate crystal KMnO4. This is what molecular formula of potassium permanganate. Potassium permanganate. Okay, so it is a pink color. Pinky color. Okay, so this crystals, we are making a pink color solution. Okay, so in this we are taking 2 ml out. 2 ml we are taking into the another beaker. Okay, in this also we are having a 10 ml water. 10 ml water. We are mixing this 2 ml to this. Okay, now the color of this solution is less. Okay, we can see the pale pink in color. Again we are taking 2 ml to the one more beaker. It is also having 10 ml of water. Okay, so this 2 ml should be mixing, dissolving into this 10 ml of water. This process is moving on like this means. So now we are getting a clear water solution. Okay, clear water solution, because the color should be disappeared. Color is disappeared because the colored molecules, colored solution, that molecules are mixed with full clear water. So the molecules should be, the color is disappeared. Okay, so molecules are fully mixed, dissolved. Okay, so we can't see with our naked eyes. Again we are doing the same solutions. Okay, so these are all the properties. What are the physical properties of matter? Matter is made up of particles. Matter is made up of particles, and that particles are too small. Okay, so these are all the physical properties of the matter. These are all the physical properties of the matter. Now you clear about physical properties of matter. Is it right, children? Then we move on to characteristics of particles of matter. Characteristics of particles of matter. characteristics of particles of matter. Now see, what are the characteristics of particles of matter? What are the characteristics? That is, particles of matter having space between them. Characteristics of matter is, that is, particles of matter having space between them. Particles of matter having the space between them. Space between them. Is it right? Okay. So particles of matter or space between them. So you know the matter, it should be a solid, or it should be a liquid, or it should be a gaseous form. Okay. So we are taking a water, it is in the liquid form. So in the form of liquid, so it should be getting steam. It is in the form of gas. We are taking a ice, it is in the form of solid. Is it right? So now we are taking example of water. Okay. So in the solid molecules, ice. Okay. So it is a solid. It should be, the molecules of solid are tightly packed. Is it right? Okay. So the space between them, the spaces of the liquid solid is very less. Okay. See, these are all the molecules, solid molecules like this. Okay. The space between this, okay, it is very less. So it is a solid. Solid. In a solid, the molecules of the solid, the space between the molecules of the solid is very less compared to the liquid. Okay, we are taking like this liquid. So it is here and there. Okay, like this. It is touches and the gap between them. You know, is it right? Like this. So for this we are giving example. We are taking a water molecule. In this we are mixing water, salt or sugar or any colored solutions or any crystals we are mixing with water. That crystals are adjusted in the spaces. Or adjusted in this spaces. See, we are taking a salt. Okay, salt in the water. Okay, so we are adding 10 gram of salt in a 10 ml of water. Is it right? So that salt is mixed with water level. See, we are taking a glass of water. Okay, so in this 10 ml of water, so we are mixing 10 gram of salt. Okay, 10 gram of salt. Okay, so you do in this experiment in your home also. Okay, take a glass tumbler. Okay, glass tumbler. Okay, don't take a silver jar, that is a steel glass. You should take a glass tumbler. In this, you should take water in that and take 10 gram of salt. You should mix in that. Okay, so there is no change of water level. There is no change of water level in that because the salt molecules are adjusted in the space between the water molecules. Okay, so here see, it is a space between the molecules in the liquid. Okay, it is a liquid. Okay, so in a liquid, the molecules are arranged little bit loosely, that is not tightly packed compared to the solid. Okay, so it is lesser than the solid. Okay, space between them. The space of molecules is more than the solid. The space between the molecules, which is comparing to the solid, it is more. Okay, so example is water. Take salt to that, you should add, that is dissolved in the water. That molecules, that salt molecules are adjusted in between the molecules, the space between the molecules of the water. There is no change of the water level. Okay, there is no change of the water level. First you should take a glass tumbler, in that you should mark it. For that marking you should take the water and then you dissolve the salt in that. There is no change of the level of the water in the glass. Okay, this is the example. And then we move on to gas. Okay, so this is a gas-based particles. Okay, so here and there the molecules are moving here and there. So the spaces between the molecules are very more. Okay, so the space of the molecule between the molecule in the gas particles is very more. Okay, so the gas particles are moving here and there. Okay, and then the second characteristics. What is the second characteristics of particles of matter? The force attract between them. The matter of the particles are attract between them. Particles of matter thus attract between them. That is, see in this area only, that is in a solid, molecules are tightly packed. So there is a attraction between them is more. Okay, so more attraction because of force of attraction. Force of attraction. Okay, so this force of attraction is more in the solid. Okay, and comparing to liquid, it is more. So in a liquid, the particles of matter in a liquid is less compared to the solid, and gas it is very negligible. In a gas is very negligible. It is forces of attraction between the particles in a gas. It is very negligible. So here and there it is so here and there. So one example I will say. So it is attraction means in air I am moving my hand. It is very freely. Okay. So the moving of hand in an air. Okay. And is a gas particles. Okay. In an air I am moving my hand very easily. Okay. So but in a water. Okay. We are taking any liquid. So we are giving some force to move our hand in the liquid. Okay, if it is a water or any other liquid also we are taking. Okay, so that is we are moving our hands. We should give little bit force in that liquid, and we are taking any solid. Okay, so if a bench or table or any other weight, wooden pieces or any iron pieces or metal pieces, it is a solid. Okay, for that solid pieces we should move means we should give more force to that solid pieces. Okay, so we should give more effort or more force to move that solid pieces. So there is an attraction between the molecules are more in the solid and less comparing to the solid. Liquid is less comparing to gas. So these two are more, and gas molecules are attraction is very less. It is very negligible in the gas molecules. Understood? So then move on to third characteristics. What is the third characteristics? That is particles of matter are intermixing. Okay, so particles of matter that is continuously moving. Okay, particles of matter are continuously moving. Particles of matter are continuously moving. Particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, so that is Indian gas particles. Let us come from this side to this. Okay, the gas to solid. So in a gas, the particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, so we are keeping that gas particles in any container. Okay, so the particles of gas is moving here and there. Okay, so that is the example. We are taking LPG cylinders in our house. We are using LPG cylinders now. In that cylinders gas we are using, that is LPG gas. Okay, liquefied petroleum gas. LPG means liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, so in that gas the molecules are moving here and there. Okay, that is molecules between the gas molecules are less attraction between them, and the space between them is very more. So the particles are moving here and there. Is it right? And then liquid. In the liquid also, it is a space between the particles of the liquid is more. Okay, comparing to the solid. Okay, comparing to the solid, the spaces between the molecules in the liquid is more. Okay, so this part here and there. But in a solid, it is stable. Okay, there is no moving of the particles in the solid. Is it right? Understood? So, these are the three characteristics of the particles of the matter. So, what are the three characteristics of the particles of matter? Particles of matter having the space between them. Okay, particles of matter having the space between them, and particles of matter is attract between them because of force of attraction of the molecules. Okay, that is of solid, liquid and gas. And particles of matter are continuously moving inside the matter. Okay, particles of matter are continuously moving inside the matter, and then that is intermixing of particles. Okay, continuously moving means it is intermixing of particles. Okay, that is two substances we are taking. Okay, in that two substances that should be intermixing. So we are taking, I told you that is salt and water. Okay, so we should compare to cold and hot. Okay, we are comparing to cold and hot water means, so here we are taking ink or any other colored crystals. Okay, so intermixing of particles, that is we are taking a hot water and cold water. Okay, so here we are taking ink drops or any colored crystals we are mixing with water. Okay, so we are taking cold water with that with that ink particles. Okay, so this is a cold water. Okay, and this is a hot water. Okay, this is hot water. Okay, we are taking a cold water and hot water into glasses. Okay, so in that we are dropping in the ink drops. Okay, this should be moving here and there. That is into mixing. Here also we are giving ink drops, the colored drops to that. This is also moving here and there. Okay, so whereas it is faster than the other, which is faster than the other. Okay, the mixing of particles is common. It is nature. Okay, it is nature in that. Okay, we are putting colored crystals in water means it should be mixed. It is intermixing or it is dissolving in the water. Okay, it is nature. And which particles is moving faster? Which is intermixed? Which is dissolves faster in that? See, comparing to cold water, hot water is in the hot water, the molecules are moving very fast because it is boiling or it is heating. In the hot water, the molecules are moving here and there very fast. Okay, this experiment also you should do in your home itself. Okay, so take one glass of cold water and take one glass of hot water. Okay, mix the ink drops. Okay, so don't mix any others. Okay, ink drops. Ink drop you should take 2 to 3 drops in cold water and 2 to 3 drops of hot water, which will be moving fastly in the water. Okay, so in hot waters the molecules are moving here and there very faster comparing to the cold water. Okay, so the intermixing of particles inside the matter is called diffusion. The intermixing of particles inside the matter is called as diffusion. So what does mean by diffusion? What do you mean by diffusion? The intermixing of particles of two different types of matter on their own. Okay, the intermixing of particles of two different types. Here we are taking two different types of particles. There is one is water and one is ink particles. Okay, is it right? Two different types of particles. It should be mixing with each other in their own. Okay, we are not mixing. Okay, we are not mixing. It should be mixing on their own. It is nature thing. Okay, so that it is. So the intermixing of particles of two different types on their own is called diffusion. The intermixing of particles of two different types. The intermixing of particles of two different types means we are taking two diffusion. If you are taking more water and we are taking few drops of ink, means the color of that ink also it should be fully dissolved. We can't see with our naked eyes. So it is moving continuously. It is a natural process. It is a natural process. This process should be mixing in the states, that is in the three states. So in solid also, in liquid also, in gaseous form also, it is a common thing. And the increase, the rate of diffusion is increased. The rate of diffusion is increased based on the temperature of the diffusing particle. Temperature of the diffusing particle. The rate of diffusion means how it is fastly moving in the another particle. Here we are taking two different types of particles. Okay, so one is diffused, another one is diffusing particles. Water is diffused, that is intermixing with that in ink particles. So the rate of diffusion is based on the temperature of the diffusing particles. Okay, so that is temperature on the that is based on the temperature of the water molecules. Okay, so rate of diffusion is increased means the temperature of the water molecules is more. It is increasing. Okay, if the water molecules of the temperature of the water molecules is less means the rate of diffusion also less. Is it right? Understood? So what is meant by diffusion? The rate of, that is the intermixing of two particles. The intermixing of two or more particles. Okay, on their own. Two or more particles on their own. So we are taking a sugar to the water, or we are mixing with that. Okay, but here the ink particles, we are not doing any process in that. Okay, so that itself only it is mixing. So that is called it as diffusion. Understood? What is meant by diffusion? We are not disturbing any particles. That itself it should be mixing with the other particles is said to be diffusion. Understood? So that is, we are taking cold water and hot water. I gave example for this. That is, in the cold water, the intermixing of particles is less comparing to the hot water. Understood? So this is diffusion. So the rate of diffusion also based on the temperature of the diffusing particles. Understood? Then Brownian movement. So the scientist Brownian, he gave his thought on this diffusion. Okay, so that is, we are taking Brownian movement of a particle. 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 Okay, that is. So we are mixing. I told you no. So it is a water. In this we are dropping in drops. This will be mixing with this. That movement is, you saw in you do this experiment in your home. Okay, so that from that we came to know that is the intermixing of particles. Okay, it is moving like this and it is moving like this. Okay, and it is moving like this and like this. So like this it should be moving and mixing in the water. Is it right? So this movement, that is zigzag movement. This movement it is called it as zigzag movement. Okay. Zigzag movement. Okay. This zigzag movement of particles, that is intermixing of two particles, is said to be a Brownian movement of the particle. Brownian movement of the particle. Okay, that is the zigzag movement, or we can say it is a random path. We can't say it should be moving like this or it should be. Now you should ask, ma'am, you told that is like this only. You should the particles are moving in the water. No, we can't say it is moving like this only. Okay, so it should be moving like this also. Okay, so it is a random movement. Okay, it can move like this also, or it can move any other types. Okay, so it is a random path. Okay, so like we can say that is the zigzag movement or the random path of the particles, that is intermixing with the other diffusing particles. We can say that is a Brownian movement of a particle. Understood, children? So we saw what are the Physical properties of matter. Then what are the physical properties of matter? Matter is made up of particles. That particles are too small. Understood? And characteristics of particles of matter. What are the three characteristics of particles of matter? We have only three. Okay, one is space between them, and another one is attract each other. The molecule particles of matter are attract each other, and then the third one is the particles of matter are continuously moving. Okay, how continuously moving? It is intermixing of two particles, two different types of particles we are intermixing means. So we came to know how the particles are continuously moving. Okay, so inside the matter, the particles are continuously moving means we are putting another particle into the another type of particle into that matter. That particles are diffused, that is intermixing on their own by this processes. Okay, Brownian gave his thought that is particles are continuously moving inside them. Is it right? By this experiments. Okay, so we are mixing ink with that water. So that water particles are mixing the ink particles inside them by the natural process. So we came to know particles are continuously moving inside them. Is it right? So now you understood these concepts, no? Okay, thank you children. Let us see another concept in our next class.